What does the number 962,300 have to do with schools? No. That is not the number of students who attended school. No. That is not the number of students who graduated from school. But yes, that is the number of violent actions taken by students during the year 2017, according to newstoday.org. While only 25% of students as a whole wear uniforms, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. What does this cause? Students are becoming a little bit too wild. We've given them this freedom, which is okay, but yet students have taken it a little bit too far by doing things like bullying and just gang activities during school. So one way to counteract all these negative aspects is simply by just wearing uniforms. Today we're going to talk about why wearing uniforms is better for students during school. It's better because it's more affordable, it creates a sense of community, it can stop bullying, and more importantly, it's a lot more safe. So first of all, it's more affordable. Students and families as a whole struggle with finances. 52% of students eat free or reduced lunch, according to the National Center for Education Statistics, which means that families are struggling. A lot of families, sometimes the student's only meal is given to them during school, which means that families are struggling in the household. And families are struggling because they have to buy, and the student have to buy clothes, shoes, a lot of other things. But one way we can counteract this is by simply wearing uniforms. With uniforms, we can take our time and you can wash your clothes, daily or whatever, but yet you're saving money because you don't have to go out and buy clothes. Because all the time the trends are changing, so therefore you don't have to go out and buy anymore. You can just keep the clothes you have, and not only that, they last for years. So if you have any brothers or sisters, your clothes you can potentially pass down. So now that you guys all look the same, you kind of have a sense of, belongingness inside the schools. A lot of students sometimes don't have the clothes to fit in with the students around them, but if you all have the same clothes on, which is a uniform, then in a way there's a community, which brings me to my next point. That simply wearing a uniform builds a sense of community. It builds a sense of community because not only are you now not really worried about looking like the person next to you, but you guys all have the same clothes on, which can stop it from bullying. Now, bullying is something that has plagued the world since it began. According to StopBullying.org, 1 in 4 students experience bullying. So if you yourself have not been bullied, more than likely you know someone who has. And with bullying, usually they're making fun of like your clothes, your shoes, things to that degree. But if you all look the same and have the same clothes on, the shoes on, and the same color socks, now there's nothing really to talk about. Now the students can be more focused in the classroom. They can be more focused on doing things that are relevant to them and relevant to them growing in the classroom. Now, anyone who knows anything about bullying knows that 9 times out of 10 it leads to violence, which brings me to my last point. Bullying is bad because it brings violence, and wearing a uniform counteracts that because it simply makes you safer. It makes you safer while you're in school, and even makes you safer when you're out of school. According to crf-us.org, it reduces gang activity. Now, to many, and even myself at first, that sounded absurd. How could just simply wearing a uniform change and affect gang activity? But according to them, when the students necessarily see the students with, let's say, the flashy clothes and the nice stuff, they usually ask them hey, how'd you get it? And they see the nice stuff, and usually if that person is involved in any gang activities, they will pull them in. But if you don't have the flashy clothes, if you don't have the shirts and the bandanas that shows you're gang affiliated, now the students aren't wondering who to connect with. Now it's more of a free world, and you're less likely to even be involved in gang activity. And according to the U.S. Department of Education, students who wear uniforms are less likely to be involved in theft and other violence, which goes hand in hand with one another. So if you wear a uniform, that could change a lot. Now that's also with uniforms, you can worry about intruders coming to your school. If we all have the same uniform on, if someone comes into the school that should not be there, now you're a lot less worried about who's there because you know they don't belong. So now you can report them quickly, and now your school's a lot safer. So now, not only are you safer in school, but you're safer outside of school. Now, in conclusion, today we've talked about why bullying is a lot why bullying is bad. Sorry, excuse me. Bullying is bad, and how wearing uniform can affect bullying and slow it down. How wearing a uniform can increase the community. It's more affordable, and more importantly, it's safe. So next time you want your parents, or you're trying to choose where to put your kid at school, you might want to look for a place that has uniforms, because you'd rather allow your pockets to get a little bit bigger, allow your child to have a sense of community, and more importantly, allow your child to be safe. Thank you.